Hi guys, and welcome to my Let's Play of Wasteland 2. Now, Wasteland 2 is a post-apocalyptic RPG game, very similar to Fallout, the original Fallout 1 and 2 games. And in fact, the Wasteland game, Wasteland 1, is kind of the spiritual predecessor of the Fallout games. It came out before them, and so it probably is going to seem quite familiar to people who have played Fallout games. They have not copied the Fallout game, quite the opposite. So Wasteland came first. This is Wasteland 2, and I've owned the game since it was early access, but I have resisted the urge to play it. I wanted to record the play, and I didn't want to highlight a game in early access and, potentially make it look bad. But I've been looking forward to this game for quite some time. I have set up the options for my display. For the game difficulty, we've got Rookie, Seasoned, Ranger and Supreme Jerk. I don't quite know what Supreme Jerk is, so I'm going to assume Ranger. It's a tough difficulty. Supreme Jerk's probably just a funny way of describing nightmare mode. Perhaps they mean people who play on the hardest difficulty in games are often supreme jerks because they go onto forums and go, "Oh my god, you don't play it on this level, you suck." There's probably some sort of insult to that. I don't know. If the game turns out to be too easy, I can crank up the difficulty. Draw combat grid, draw weapon ranges. Weapon ranges I like. Text size medium. I'm leaving it full screen, VSync. The controls. Now, ordinarily I would rebind all of the keys. However, there does seem to be a lot of them. And this is not a first-person game. So I'm going to actually try playing it with the normal keyboard, which is an exceptionally uncomfortable arm position for me. So I do not like it, but I'm going to try using the WASD keys, those tiny little buttons on the keyboard. Good grief, not made for human hands in my opinion. However, that's a discussion for probably not another time. So I'm going to use the keyboard and see how it goes. If I get truly irritated by it, I'll map the settings to my gaming keyboard. Audio leaving the same, so it seems to be... everything seems to be pretty much ready. So I am going to start playing. Recruit your squad. Select pre-made ranger. Create a new ranger from scratch. Fade. Once a scout for the Red Scorpions. Fade joined the Rangers after the Scorpions put a bounty on his head for taking spoils he wasn't entitled to. But don't worry, he doesn't do that kind of thing anymore, honest. Okay. Scout. Was this your thiefy character? Slick. Slick learned the art of barter by watching his shopkeeper aunt cheat miners out of their hard-earned ore. When the town was swallowed by radiation, Slick headed for Ranger Citadel and talked them into giving him a badge and a gun. So this is your, well, I guess barter charming. He doesn't look very charming, does he? Big Bert. A big-boned rancher's son from just south of Highpool. Bert once punched out a longhorn for sassing him. He's not much on social graces, but he'll be happy to handle your strong-arm duties. Okay, that's your heavy. Cold Eye. A veteran of several raider gangs and militias, Cold Eye is a quiet, distant man who decided to switch sides after his last gang wiped out an entire village, children and all. Now he's making amends, one dead raider at a time. Cherry Bomb. A former child soldier with a cheery, if slightly glassy-eyed stare. Cheery doesn't speak much and can't hear very well either, but she sure likes explosions. Okay, we've got a demolitions expert. Excellent. Pills. Okay. Pills learned her trade working in a brothel near the old prison, healing poxed joy girls and stitching up drunks after nightly barroom brawls. Medic. Excellent. She's good with a needle, but sometimes likes the taste of her own medicine. Okay. Hex. An experienced scavenger. Hex once made a good living finding and repairing pre-apocalypse tech. She recently realised she was getting too old to work alone anymore and offered her services to the Desert Rangers. Okay, so a techie scavenger? Bear, the daughter of hunter-trappers from north of Ranger Citadel. Bear would never have left the wilderness except for the mutants that murdered her family. She joined the Rangers when they helped her get revenge, and she never went back. Living in that empty house was just too painful. Survival expert, I guess. Widow O'Neill. Excellent hair. A young mother of two... I'm hearing footsteps. Okay. A young mother of two who learned to hunt and shoot out of necessity when her husband was killed by waste wolves, but a single gun wasn't enough to protect her when raiders came calling. She came to Ranger Citadel and offered her services in exchange for a place with 4 strong walls to raise her kids. So I can create custom rangers, or I can choose... Okay. Combat skills. Combat skills will increase your proficiency with different weapons. They affect stats like your chance to hit, critical hit chance, and reload cost and jam rate. Click to continue. Attributes. Allocate your available attribute points. Click to continue. Okay, now this is an old school character screen, isn't it? This really is. Attribute points remaining 7. Allocate attribute. Okay. Coordination average. A ranger with high coordination has grace, a deft touch, fine motor skills. Coordination helps avoid traps and... Okay, this is agility. This really does... This is really, really going to be familiar. Even people who've played only Fallout 3 and New Vegas, I guess, as the specials. Look. Okay. Awareness. Ranger with high awareness notices every detail of the word around them. That's the same as perception, I guess. Gives initiative in combat and chance to evade. Strength. Pretty obvious. A ranger with high strength is able to hit hard, carry more gear, take more damage, recover more quickly from injury, and use heavy weapons. Max con per level, base melee. Yeah, right. Con per level. Is that Constitution? Yes. Over on... Oh, I can't see it. The pop-up gives +3 base Constitution and +1 Constitution per level if we go there. Speed. Speed is more than just how fast a ranger can run. It is also their reflexes and reaction time, which affects their initiative in battle. The higher a ranger's speed, the sooner they can act. Okay, that's a little different. Intelligence. Intelligence allows a ranger to learn and process information efficiently, giving them early access to a wide variety of skills and the ability to master them quickly. Skill points per level, ability to read high-level books, number of action points. Charisma. Charisma is the combined force of a ranger's personality and desirability. People react more favourably to a ranger with high charisma and might talk about things they would not, or they would have otherwise kept to themselves. Okay, pretty standard stuff. Action points. How many action points you get to spend each turn in battle. Each action in combat, moving, shooting, skill usage, etc. Costs, action points. More is better. This will be familiar to anyone who is a Fallout 1 or 2 veteran, and to some degree the later Fallout games. But this is not a first-person game, and it is sort of, well, it is turn-based, and you get a certain number of action points per turn when you're in combat. Ranged hit bonus, self-explanatory. Critical chance, self-explanatory as well. Combat initiative, chance to evade. How much constitution or hit points you have. Okay, fair enough. An unconscious or worse ranger will require a surgeon to bring them back to their feet. If your health deteriorates beyond unconscious, you are on your way to death. That'd be bad. Combat speed. The amount of distance you can cover per action point in combat. Increasing your combat speed will allow you to travel much further while in combat than a ranger with an equal number of action points but a lower combat speed. Alright. Skill points per level, 2. Right, so every time I go up a level I get 2 skill points. More is better. Carry weight. More is better. Comp per level. More is better. Got it. Right. And I've got 12 skill points. So I've got 7 attribute points and 12 skill points. And the skills include Animal Whisperer, Barter. Animal Whisperer. What you whisper is between you and your animal friend. That sounds kind of rude. but this skill will calm them and keep them from attacking you. They might even join you on your journey. Excellent, we can have a pet mole rat. Do they have mole rats? Maybe. Barter, take this skill if you always want to get the long end of the stick. Right, brute force. This skill helps you use your strength to its greatest advantage. Perfect for knocking down walls and smashing stuff. Used on objects in the world that can be bashed, broken, pushed, or unstuck. Okay, this is probably a very useful skill. We need at least one person who can thump stuff, move stuff. Alright. Hard ass. This is the skill to take if you want to intimidate people into doing what you want. This skill is usable in conversations, keywords. Right, so this is intimidate. Kiss ass, okay? This is the skill to take if you want to sweet talk people into doing what you want. This skill is usable in conversations. Keywords with corresponding icons will appear when you have enough ranks in kiss ass to use it. I'm thinking of having a charismatic character. I want to play an intelligent character, but I think charismatic. Leadership. A true leader is made, not born. With this skill, you would inspire others to trust and follow you. Use this power only for good. First, your companion NPCs will listen to your orders more often and go rogue less. Second, your presence instills confidence in your team, increasing their chance to hit when they are near you. See, yeah, I'm thinking the primary character is going to be a leader. So I'm thinking, yes, leadership. But I also want to be... Oh, God, this is going to be difficult, isn't it? There are so many skills and so few skill points by the looks of things. Let's have a... What's the grey? Oh, right, okay. Right, the grey is how far I could possibly get up to with the remaining points. Okay, so yeah, I mean... Wow. I mean, if I took something like Kiss Ass 2 and Leadership 2, Hard Ass 2... I mean, really, that's... Yeah, spend the points wisely. Outdoorsman, that's going to be, of course, your... primarily used to avoid random encounters while travelling on the world map. Perception. That could be good, could be bad, actually. Sometimes random encounters get you experience and loot, but... Perception. Used to highlight objects of interest in the Wasteland, drawing your attention to hidden traps, alarms, and other secrets. Hovering the cursor over an item will also trigger a check. Select the skill to see a visual of your perception range. Right, we probably want at least one person with a good perception skill. Smartass. This is the skill to take if you want to cleverly manipulate people into doing what you want. This skill is usable in conversations. Keywords with corresponding icons will appear when you have enough ranks in Smartass to use it. I want to take all the ass skills. Yes, I want a character who has mastered the art of ass. K. Weaponsmithing. If you want to salvage usable parts and modifications from weapons, then attach them to your other weapons, this is your skill. Weaponsmithing allows you to install a wide variety of Right, okay, so weapon techie. Assault rifle, bladed weapon, blunt weapons, brawling, energy weapons. Handguns, heavy weapons, shotguns, sniper rifles, submachine guns. Knowledge skills. Alarm disarming. With this skill you can breach security systems and get your team into restricted areas without waking up the guards. Use on doors and other objects to disable detection systems and other electronic security measures before opening. Okay. Computer science. Take this skill if you want to know more than how to turn it off and turn it on again. Allows the user to interface, hack or repair computers and other similar equipment found in the Wasteland. Can also be used to rewire robots and some synthetics to fight on your side. Right. Demolitions. With this skill you'll know whether to cut the red wire or the blue wire. Allows the player to disarm a variety of different explosions. The skill is primarily used to deactivate booby traps. So not used to throw bombs as well. Okay. Field medic. Okay, that's almost certainly going to be useful. Lockpicking. Who doesn't love that? Mechanical repair. Sounds useful. Safe cracking. Crack combination tumblers and disable advanced mechanical locks with this handy, if unethical skill. Safe cracking is used to open vaults and safes. These normally contain special goods and items locked. Oh god. away for safekeeping. So lockpicking and safecracking, 2 skills. Oh god. Surgeon. Surgeon and field medic, 2 separate skills. Surgeon skill is used to revive down party members both in and out of combat. Additionally, it can be used to remove any status effects gained from injuries. Damn. Toaster repair. What? A very specialised and underappreciated skill in a world without toast, but sometimes surprisingly useful. Use toaster repair on any broken toasters you come across in your travels. You never know what you might find inside. You know I'm taking toaster repair. You know that, right? You knew it the second I read it out. Oh my god, he's going to max out toaster repair. We're going to have a wandering toaster repairman. Yes, we are. That's what we're having. That's what I'm playing. Toaster repair, instantaneous, max points. Excellent. I'm loving this game already. Before I spend all my points, let's have a... Should have a think. See, I want an intelligent character. I really do. I like intelligence. But I want... Can I remove? Oh, brilliant. So I could become, like... the worst... the most uncoordinated person ever. Oh, +1 action points. That's not good, is it? -1% chance to hit with ranged weapons. -1 action points. Okay, that's sound good. -0.5% evade. -1% awareness. I like awareness. Strength. -12 max carry weight. So I can reduce these. It's probably not a good idea, is it? Okay, they've really done the stat bonuses in a weird way. The intelligence, for example. If I currently get 2 skill points per level, which is not very many. So I crank it at 1 point and I get 3 skill points per level. Yay! Then that seems... I would say you've got to take that for everyone. I literally think you should have that for everyone, just to get more skills. But you can keep taking points and it doesn't increase skills per level until you get to 8. You have to jump from 4 to 8 to get 4. But then, if you take 2 more, you get 5. It's almost as if once you get past 4, if you're going to go past 4, the only real benefit is if you go all the way to 8. And once you're all the way to 8, you might as well go to 10. It's like... Oh god, that's terrible. Right, so... But, an intelligence of 4 gets you 3 skill points. Mind you... I mean, look at these. Look at this. If I go all the way here, that's an extra... I mean, that's 3. That's 5. That's an extra pip on a random skill. Although, once you get above, look at this. 10 skill points. Oh no, I guess that's... Oh no, it's 2 for each one then. It's 2 for each one. Oh, no. It does... It looks like... The cost does go up as... Wait, what? Let me... 2 skill points. 2 skill points. 2, 4. Oh, they start... To max these skills out, you're going to really need a lot of skill points. A lot of skill points. If you want to really get a lot of skills, you're going to need to go high intelligence. Oh. Because otherwise, that's pretty much... That seems to be the sweet spot. Intelligence 4. Oh, I love this. I love this because they've made it painful. But I really like the idea of... I want to get loads of points in leadership and toaster repair. Tell you what. Yes, I'm assuming we can... Pre-made characters already have all of their attributes, skills and appearance assigned, but you can customize them by clicking on them in the squad screen. Right. Okay, so we can actually tweak them. See, look at this, He's got... Oh. And if you're not going to have intelligence of 4, for example, let's just drop... If you're not going to have an intelligence of 4, so you get 3 skill points per level, it almost, to me, seems pointless to have anything above 1. I mean, I'm sure it affects something else, but it's almost like, what's the point? Why not just drop the intelligence and crank it up. Alright, so what have you got by default then? You have got... I generally don't like messing with pre-made characters. I always feel like I'm messing with their story. Submachine guns. You're good with submachine guns. Lockpicking and safe cracking. So you're the get me into anywhere guy. Let's have a look. Slick. Charisma. Good. You just don't look very charismatic. Kick-ass. Smart-ass. So this is the charmer. This is the charmer. Really doesn't look charming. Big Bert, Cold Eye, Cherry Bomb. I'm not going to fill the fourth space in case it takes that. So this is Big Bert, Brute Force and Hard Ass. So yeah, it seems to be possibly a good idea to have the Hard Ass skill on the character with good strength. I don't know if the two are linked. Possibly not. Is it linked to charisma? Probably not. And blunt weapons. So he's just good at thumping things. Oh no, he's not brawling. Hitting things with cudgels. You are sniper rifles. That seems... And mechanical repair. So weaponsmithing, mechanical repair, sniper rifles. Distant killer. Not very good as toaster repair though. Okay, awareness. Look. And demolitions. Intelligence, good. See, look, see, pointless. Completely 7 intelligence. Pointless, it seems to me. Totally pointless. Either go for the 8 or stay on the 4. Unless I'm missing something, but... To learn the process of information plus skill points. Ability to read at high level books. Number of action points. Oh, it does affect action points, but not that much. I mean, action points 8. No, you get the extra action point here. Oh, I guess that kind of makes up for... You could drop coordination, so now you get action point 7, and then... No. Well. Alright. Oh! She had toaster repair. Demolitions and toaster repair. You're muscling in on my speciality. Right. Bills. Medic. Field medic. Surgeon. Handguns. Seems pretty generically okay. I'm guessing we're going to need a surgeon. We're going to need a safe cracker. Hex. What are you good at? Computer science, energy weapons, and perception. Yeah, we could do with someone who's good at perception. Outdoorsman, hard ass. Hard ass, outdoorsman. I like that. I like that combination. Good with assault rifles. A lot of intelligence. Good. I just don't see the point of this. This is... apart from the extra action point. I get it. You get the extra action point. But seriously, just... You get the extra skill point now. And field medic. Field medic, bladed weapons, handguns. You just seem to be an all-round kind of... Okay. Yeah, she's an all-rounder, isn't she? Okay, decisions. Right, let's go for my character first, and I think leadership. And I do want I want max intelligence. I want to be the brainiac toaster repairman. Coordination, strength down a little. How about speed? Charisma, good. Intelligence, excellent. Strength, speed, and coordination, not so good. I am a nerd. But I'm a charming nerd. I'm a charming nerd. I want leadership, but I want toaster repair. Okay, so we have now got maxed out toaster repair, or at least maxed as far as I can get it right now, and pretty good leadership. Reduces chance followers ignored orders in combat by 5%. Oh god, really? Let's... Reduces chance followers ignored orders in combat by 20%. Increase nearby allies' chance to hit by 8%. That's kind of useful, isn't it? That really is kind of useful. Keep my guys near to me and... shoot that one, he says in a heroically leadership style. I also would like to take some points in maybe kiss ass and smart ass. I kind of want to... Unlocks additional dialogue options. I like dialogue options. I do like dialogue options. And I'd like to take a hard ass. I'm going to take a hard ass with me. But I think I'm going to be the kiss ass. I've got charisma 6, you see. And then I'm going to be the smart ass. But I want to be the toaster repair person. 4. I've got 4 points and I can't... Oh. Okay, that's... Smart ass. Unlocks additional dialogue options. Kiss ass. Leadership and toaster repair. I don't have any weapon skills. That's probably bad, isn't it? That's probably bad. We'll live. We'll live. Oh! I take new snapshot. Hair, head, torso. Where's gender? Male. Yes. Oh my god, you're ugly. That's kind of cool. But he looks more of an outdoorsman, doesn't it? No. Also no. No. Very no. Come on, we're looking for something that screams leadership. What? We'll take a snapshot of your... Oh, so I can do my character. My character's hideously ugly. Look at him. Head. Okay, kinda suave. Not very nerdy. Nerdy. Okay. Can I zoom in? I'd like to zoom in. No? Torso. Okay, I'm looking for the... Ooh, look at this. A tie. Legs. Really? I could go completely... I am a toaster repairman, after all. Okay. Is this a bug, or are we just catering for everyone? Never mind. Oh, no, that's kind of leadership-y commanding in a... Okay, no. Slightly more Mad Max kind of thing going on. Should I go for the cowboy thing? I could definitely go for the cowboy thing, couldn't I? I could go for the... Not that that's a cowboy thing. But, you know, I would put... Do we have a hat? Do we have hats? Are there hats? There are hats! That makes me look more like Freddy Krueger, though. That's the important thing. Find the right hat. Find the right hat, and everything else will come. Words of wisdom to live by. Find the wrong hat, and be doomed forever. Okay. We could go for a kind of cowboy pirate version of Gorath? Probably not. Beard? Do we want a beard? I'm not totally sure what that is. Yeah, not. Oh yeah, we could definitely go for the moustache. We're supposed to be going for the nerdy toaster repairman. None of these scream I repair toasters. Although that does scream Desert Ranger, doesn't it? I have to say there's a whole heap of ugly here. That looks like Ash from the Evil Dead, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm going to make him 25, a little older. There we go. Meat Toast. Obviously, that's not his birth name, but that's his nickname. Everyone seems to have a nickname. So this is Toast. And there you go. I've hidden his somewhat ugly face. He actually looks vaguely heroic now, doesn't he? With the visor on and the spikes on his helmet. Nerdy, but heroic. So there we go. Toast, leader of the group. So, and then... who the hell am I going to need? See, I'm thinking Bear. I am thinking Bear because she has got Outdoorsman, which could be useful. Assault rifles and field medic. She's also got hard ass. I don't know whether I needed to have field medic though. I can customize this, of course, because I could do with somebody who has hard ass as a, you know, because I'm taking kiss ass and smart ass. But the charisma's not good. Maybe we don't need it to be good. But then I really do get this urge to just go, there you go. So she's good with assault rifles, intimidating people, and outdoorsman. I'm thinking that's a wrap. 29. There you go. She's... the hair's a little... okay, no, fine. And we need a sneak type person, don't we? So we could do with Fade. We could definitely do with Fade. Let's have a look at Fade. Fade, not that intelligent. You're really not that smart, mate. Submachine guns, lockpicking and safe cracking. Oh god, we're not going to be able to get all of the skills I really want. We're not. Because I also could do with... I really do need a medic. Okay, we're taking pills. Who's a good field medic and a surgeon and good with handguns. Her intelligence is good. Could be better. Good awareness is good. This is... yeah, we could do with someone who's got perception as well. We could also do with someone who's good with traps, demolitions. Ugh. Maybe we make the person who's good... you're annoying me. Alright, so we got our surgeon. Cherry bomb, what were you good at? Demolitions. Toaster repair. We don't need a double toaster repair. Maybe I could make you my toaster repair. Maybe I make you my toaster repair. No, I want to be the toaster repair. I have no idea why. Just because. Yes. Right. So, no. You could lose the toaster repair, of course, and then we could... we don't have anyone to disarm alarms. We don't have anyone to... perception. We need perception. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, I think this is the group I'm going with. It's really not easy. You try and get a group that can cover every base. You can't do it. You can't do it. Obviously, I've got the sort of the speech skills, the leadership skills. I've taken 1 point in computer science and obviously toaster repair. We've got a field medic, and I dropped her handguns slightly to give some perception because I don't know if I'm going to need that. The demolitions girl still got good in shotgun, but I've given her lockpick and safe cracking because those are usually useful, and I figured, you know, she's good at blowing stuff up. Maybe she's good at picking locks. So she's my mechanic, basically. This is my surgeon. So this is my engineer, my doctor. And I thought I'd take Bert along because A, he can intimidate people. B, he can hit people very, very hard. And C, he can break into things. But you don't really have... I mean, we've got a mixed bag on the weapon skills. We don't have anyone who's got mechanical repair yet. Weaponsmithing we don't have. We don't have outdoorsman, animal whisperer, but we got no one with barter. We got so few skills. It's yeah. But I was thinking we take Bert along because he's got good strength, so the chances are we can take something like heavy weapons for him. We're going to need some combat skills, is my guess. And so far I've got handguns, shotguns, and harsh language. So I thought Bert comes along with his whatever his blunt weapon is, and eventually we give him some heavy weapons. But I kind of like it though. You're sort of forced to make a choice. I was tempted to take one of the other female characters, actually, go for a real brainy squad, really sort of max out on the brain skills, but I figured chances are I'm going to die in the first fight I come to unless I've got a bit more muscle. So anyway, this is what we're going with. We're going with quite a bit of brains. We've got a lot of intelligent characters, and well, Bert. We're bringing Bert along for those occasions when we need to hit somebody very, very hard, because Bert seems to be pretty much, well, that's his thing. Anyway, so there it is. There is the squad. There is my ranger team. It is time to start.